Hi, Aries Rising. Today we're going to talk about what the full moon in Ashwini means for you. The full moon is October 17th, and it's going to be in your sign. So Ashwini is in the Nakshatra Ashwini, and I do Vedic astrology, just so you know. So the nakshatra of Ashwini is in the zodiac sign Aries. So it's in your sign. So this full moon is going to be extremely powerful for you. So this is my second time recording this video. Well, I was just getting started and my camera stopped. The first card that came up for you is the Strength card in reverse. Now, the Strength card for me represents Scorpio and Mars. Mars rules Aries, which is your rising sign, Aries rising, and Mars is a co-ruler of Scorpio. Something else that's interesting is the other co-ruler of Scorpio is K2, and K2 is we'll call it a planet right now. It's not actually a planet, but we'll call it a planet right now so you'll understand. K2 is the other planet that represents, that rules Scorpio. So I was feeling like this had to do with this card coming up, had a lot to do with you understanding that now is a time to focus on your inner strength. You don't make sure that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that your strength comes from within. Your strength comes from you, and it doesn't come from anyone else. It comes from within. Now, I'm talking about anyone else human. Okay. So just so you know, I don't think I said this. I just went ahead and jumped right in. My name is Chantalee, and I'm a Vedic astrologer, and I'm also a brand strategy coach. And I use brand strategy coaching, and I use Vedic astrology, and I use tarot to help you understand who you are and how you express yourself through your personal and business brands. Okay. So as far as personal development, we're focusing on strength and energy and making sure that it comes from within. So also, don't let anyone drain your energy, and they can do this through making you mad, making you angry. All right, Aries rising, you don't want to allow anyone to make you mad, to make you angry, because this full moon, the moon is full. The moon represents emotions. The moon represents emotions. And on the full moon, what they say is that it brings out the lunatics. So it doesn't mean that it's going to make you crazy, but it does mean that you need to be aware of your emotions. And with the full moon being in Aries, and Aries can represent anger, frustration, rage, violence, things like that. Trying to see what's going on my phone. Notifications popping up. You want to make sure that you don't trigger yourself and lose your energy and lose your inner strength to allowing anger to take control, allowing your emotions to take control. And I don't know about you, but when I have been in a situation where I've expelled a lot of energy, a lot of anger, I feel depleted. I feel like I have nothing left. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are in control of your energy. You are in control of your power. Okay, I'm clarifying with these cards. So I use my Akashic Records cards before, and now I'm using my now I'm using this deck. I forgot what the Ascended Masters deck. And we're going to clarify. Please clarify. While I'm shuffling, I just want you to understand that this full moon is in your first house, Aries rising. So there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of transformation for you. A lot of change, a lot of transformation for you. So So when it comes to brand strategies, you're going to need to look at your brand strategy. Some of you will need to, you're going through so much that you might need to go ahead and just do a whole update of your whole brand strategy. And when I say that, I mean your brand purpose, your brand vision, your brand mission, your brand values, your audience, your competitors, your voice, your stories, your expression, your identity as a brand. You want to look at all of that. What makes you unique? What makes you stand out? And I'm talking about your USP. You want to make sure that you're reevaluating everything about it. Because when you as a person go through any type of transformation, any type of evolution, you have to make sure that your brand and your business is in alignment with those changes and transformations. Because if you don't, what you will risk is your authenticity as a brand. And if you don't have authenticity, your audience will not connect with you and they will feel it. If you're not being real, if you're not being true to yourself, your audience will feel it. And if they feel like you're not being honest, why would they spend their money with you? So you have to make sure that you are staying in alignment, your brand is staying in alignment with any changes and transformations that you are personally experiencing. I'm not saying let them in your business. I ain't saying that. But I'm just saying make sure you're staying your brand is in alignment with any changes and transformations and evolutions that you're experiencing. Cards, please help me clarify this inner strength reverse card for Aries Rising. What does it mean for their personal development and brand strategies? Now I'm gonna pause again. I know that I said it in the first video that I made for you, Aries Rising. I'm not sure because I'm just a vessel. So I don't know what I said 2 seconds ago. I really don't. I'm just trying to allow myself to be a vessel. So I don't know if I said this in this video or in the last one, but Mars is the ruler of Scorpio, which represents this card for me. And Mars also represents Aries, rules Aries. It rules Aries and it co-rules Scorpio with K2. And K2 is the ruler of the nakshatra Ashwini that the full moon is in your first house. So there's a lot of energy that's confirming itself that is being connected. Please clarify this inner strength reverse card. I feel like I was getting loud just now. I have Aries K2 in my first house, so I'm feeling. I've been feeling for the past couple of days a lot of strength, a lot of confidence. Confidence is another thing that Aries and Mars represent. So I've been feeling a lot of that lately. So I'm sorry if I'm yelling or feeling like overly aggressive right now, but that's just the energy I'm in. I apologize. No, I don't. Let me take it back. Let me be real with you. I do not apologize. This is where I am right now. Okay, so if this is where I am, then this is where I am. All right, let's see what color. Okay. We are being very, very K2-ish right now with Kali Ma, facing fears. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Kali Ma, very K2, very K. Now, the reason I say she is very K2 is because K2, Kali Ma, is one of the embodiments of the goddess that rules the another nakshatra that K2 rules, which is Mula. Okay. And she's telling you, and this is something else that associates with the zodiac sign Scorpio. So Aries rising, there's a lot of energy that's pointing to your 8th house of change, transformation. What else? Change, transformation, facing your fears. This is the only way that you get to the seat of power. Facing your fears. So, Kali Ma, for some, is a goddess that is scary. Because she's like, she killed, in mythology, she killed her, I don't know if I can say, she unalived her husband in mythology. This is not real. And she's just scary because look, she has all these skulls as a necklace. And this is a compared to the other images you might see from Kali Ma, this is very tame and very beautiful because she's like a bloodthirsty, like just she can be scary. But in order to get where you need to go, you have to face that scariness. Because Kali Ma is like all about the truth. All she wants is the truth. She wants you to understand the truth. She wants you to handle the truth, okay? You know what they say in that you can't handle the truth, okay? You have to handle the truth with Kali Ma. And if you can't handle the truth, you will not see the success that you want. So you have to face your fears, no matter how scary they are to you. You have to face your fears, accept them, and then transmute those fears. You don't have to just be scared and fearful. You have to get to the root of what is this fear? Why do I have this fear? And how can I change this fear into love? How can I change this fear into success? How can I change this fear into abundance? And know that you have the power to do that. Back to the inner strength, Aries rising. Okay. So facing fears will help you transform and get to your seat of power. So that's your personal development and that's your brand strategies. So your brand strategy, what are you afraid to transform and change in your brand? Is it your message? I feel like it could be. Is it your message, Aries rising? Is it your purpose? Is it your mission? Is it your vision? Is it your brand stories? What is it? What is it, Aries rising, that is making you afraid and not move forward in the way that you want to move forward? That's what you need to reflect on during this full moon. And something else is interesting about Ashwini, that the nakshatra that this full moon is going to be in the zodiac sign Aries, is that it represents healing. And that's so important to you. And it's important to all of us to understand that retrograde Chiron is conjunct the moon, this full moon. Retrograde Chiron is conjunct this full moon. So Chiron represents the wounded healer. And when it's retrograde, we're really reflecting on our wounds that we've experienced in this lifetime, maybe in past lifetimes, but we're reflecting on our wounds and how they affected us emotionally, whether you know it or not, subconsciously, consciously. This is what we're reflecting on. So don't let your fears and your wounds keep you from moving forward. You want to be aware of your fears. You want to be aware of your wounds. But then you focus on transmuting that energy into success for you, whatever success looks like for you. Okay? So transmuting means like you can do this with just, this is real simple. So you can just say, like, what is this fear? What is this fear? What is this wound that I have? And how, and just do a lot of reflecting. You might want to pull your own cards, your own oracle cards, and say, like, how can I change? Change is just transmute is just change. So how can I change this fear? The energy, we're focused on energy. How can I change this energy of fear? How can I change this energy of being wounded or being a victim into success and profit and abundance for me? And that's what's going to help you get to your seat of power. And that's what's going to help you get your success in your brand. That's what's going to help with the transformation that I know you're going to experience with the full moon being in your first house that represents your whole life. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Aries Rising. In the comments, let me know if you feel comfortable. Let me know what fears and wounds that you might have to face and transmute into something that's going to help you be more successful in your brand and in your personal life. Okay. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I'll talk to you later, Aries Rising. And remember that your brand is sacred.